Buenos dias! Hey, and welcome to my channel. So today I have been to Asda, and the reason I have been to Asda is because my fridge and freezer is practically bare. Even my cupboards, although I do have sweets, which is always handy for low blood sugar. But I will show you my empty fridge and freezer and everything because it's pretty bad. Yeah, pretty bad. So I will turn the camera around and let you see the low stuff in the fridge. And this is the fridge. So I have juice, some water, that is jelly that I've made, some jacket potatoes, more water, milk, medication, a lot of medication, but as you can see, pretty bare. And the freezer isn't looking too good either. Like, yeah, not a lot. Not a lot. Yeah, that is why things are pretty bad at the moment and I needed a shop. So yeah. And the cupboards. Okay, so my sweetie cupboard is quite good stocked. It's quite good for whenever I have low blood sugars. I always go to the Skittles or my Millions. But yeah, that's my sweetie cupboard. And here is looking pretty bare too. Mostly my Dexcoms for my arm, glucose shots, but as you can see, not a lot. So as you can see, my fridge, freezer, cupboards are pretty bare, so I needed an urgent shop. And even juice wise, I needed juice, like proper juice for taking medication. And I always take Coca-Cola Zero. So yeah, I got a few reduced things, which was good. But I will turn the camera around and let you see part one of my Asda grocery haul. And this is part one of my groceries. So I got Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, and there's 8 cans plus you get 2 free. Some bananas, 3 Dairy triangles because I like having that with breakfast. So these on offer: tomato and basil chicken pasta salad, $1.40. So I ended up getting both of them. Lasagna, which I'll probably have for dinner tonight. Macaroni cheese, but it's not your normal macaroni cheese. It's got broccoli and leeks in it. So I thought I'd give that a try. Grapes to freeze, just your normal green grapes. Cotton candy. And they didn't have red grapes, so I thought I'd give black grapes a try. Cheese and tomato pizza. And I got their butter to try. I barely had any eggs in Tain Asda, so I got 2 of the 6 to keep me going for a while. And I've been craving curry, so I ended up getting this to try, and it was reduced. But obviously, these meals I can throw in the freezer and eat at another time. But yeah, that's part one of my Asda grocery haul. And I got a 6-litre milk because I love my cereal. But yeah. And now we're going on to part 2 of my Asda grocery haul. So I got my favourite potatoes, the red potatoes from Asda. They are legit my favourite. Been missing potatoes. Last night was a pot noodle for dinner. And I've been living on spaghetti hoops and potato waffles for a while. And it was only a 10-pack, so it was like 2 days and a half of potato waffles and spaghetti hoops. But I'm very fussy when it comes to spaghetti hoops, so I only get them in little, and I didn't bother getting them in Asda today, or potato waffles actually. A lot more healthier stuff, and back to my normal meals, because obviously I've been living off I can't speak today, potato waffles and spaghetti hoops, so obviously I'm not really keen to have that again. But anyway, I got my red potatoes and I got 2 kilograms of chicken breasts. Now, they were reduced, so obviously I put them in containers and freeze them and then take them out for like my meals. And they're usually £6.30, and I got them two packs for £3.65 each, which was an absolute bargain because you get like 5 pieces of big chicken. I also got a large chicken itself, broccoli and cheese quiche, because I took a notion for quiche for dinner one night, and of course my broccoli and cauliflower and carrots. And weirdly, a woman came up to me, a wee old lady, and she came up to me in the store and she went, "Don't mind me, I'm just looking in your trolley." And I was like, okay. Then she started asking me about, do I like broccoli? Now, cauliflower, broccoli and carrots are in my, like frozen broccoli is in my trolley, so yeah. She started saying about how the staff she asked for Brussels sprouts and how she doesn't like broccoli, and she asked the staff in the Asda store for Brussels sprouts, and they brought her a cabbage. They didn't know what Brussels sprouts were. Find that hard to believe that, as I know some of the staff in Asda, like one of my neighbours is up there, it's really nice, Susan. But yeah, but there was another girl who practically run her over with a trolley, but it wasn't like she was a shopper. She was actually an Asda worker, and she was like running around with like her grate. She almost like walked into her. She had like loads of space, but yet she almost like knocked the old lady over. But yeah, she was like looking at my trolley, and then she started telling me about how her daughter bought her fish, but she doesn't know how to cook fish, so she ended up throwing it out. And then she said about my pizza, which you saw in part 1. She said she doesn't know how to cook pizzas. I said you just put it in the oven for 10 minutes. But yeah, but she was quite old, but she was lovely. But it was just weird having someone come over and just be like, "Oh, don't mind me, I'm just looking in your trolley." I was like, yeah. And there was like a shortage of eggs for some reason. I don't know why. There's barely any eggs in store. But yeah, I'll turn the camera on because I got some really good reduced items. So I'll let you see part 2 and shut up for a while. So these are my favourite potatoes. I don't know, there's just something about them. I absolutely love them. And these are my chicken breasts, which were reduced. So they're normally $6.30. But I'm going to throw them in the freezer and only have one out at a time. Cauliflower, broccoli and carrots. A big chicken for dinner at some point. Broccoli and cheese quiche, because I took a notion for quiche. And that is part 2. But I'm really happy with these, because think of how much chicken I've got, and yeah, for the price. But yeah, that's part 2. And now we're going on to part 3 of my Asda groceries. And then we just have part 4, and that's all my groceries done. So this is just cereal, etc. And of course, got my absolute favourite, Weetabix Crispy Minis choc chip. Aha! So there's 3.80 in Tesco, but in Asda you get 2 for £5. So well worth the money. And they had brioche rolls back in, so I got them because I love them with my dairy cheese triangles. But yeah, I'll turn the camera around and let you see part 3. And this is part 3. So I got my brioche rolls for my cheese triangles. Weetabix Crispy Minis. Absolutely love them. A pasta and sauce mac and cheese. And these are my favourite noodles, but they only came in this wee pot. But you can get them in Home Bargains, the proper ones. Rice, which I need. sweet and sour sauce that has some sweet and sour chicken, some curry, Chinese style curry, and of course my lemon and herb marinade, which was 2 for £4, which is a bargain because they are so expensive normally. And that is part 3 of my Asda grocery haul. And now we're going on to part 4, and part 4 was in their sale section. So yeah, I was actually shocked at what I got. So I got duvets. So I got one for £3.50, and I got another one, a wicked one, for £5.25. But you will see on the actual duvet itself, they were actually priced £21. I got it for £5.25. So yeah, I will turn the camera around and let you see my duvets I got that were absolute bargains. So this is the duvet I got for £3.50, which is stars, moons and all that. Absolute bargain and a king. And then this is the wicked duvet. As you can see, normally priced £21, but I got it for £5.25. So yeah. And that is all my groceries. So that has been my Asda grocery haul. So gracias, buenos dias, adios. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.